Hello, crafty friends. As you could see very briefly, one of my kitty cats is visiting us for the live tonight. Sorry for the slight delay. I thought I had everything ready to go live. And of course, something had to go wrong, but we are here. And Lisa, if you can see and hear me and want to jump on, go ahead.
Hey.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
We're gonna probably wait, 5 minutes to really get into the action. I do want to go over a few things, especially in the little pinned area at the top. So if you're here live with us, you can submit a sabotage. And I saw, was it Ruth doesn't know what a sabotage is, so she can't submit one. Yes, we would love for you to do it just so we have more options. Ruth, what a sabotage is just like maybe a fun little hiccup to give us. Like the first week we had use your non-dominant hand and we did that for 10 minutes. The last time you had to use washi tape. So it can be something we have to do, something we can't do, just something fun to add, because the channel members get to select the inspiration pieces. So we let the people who are on with us live give us some input as well. But if you are new to my channel or new to Oh So Inspired Live, while you're entering those sabotages, I will tell you a little bit about Oh So Inspired, tell you a little bit about myself, and then about my counterpart, which, yay, I pointed the wrong way. The right way. I pointed the right way. I'll let her introduce herself a little bit as well. So hello to everyone. I do see lots of messages and I will get to reading those hopefully soon. But I am Alicia, aka Crafty Al. My name does rhyme with Patricia, but I will answer to anything that's close as long as it's friendly. I have my channel here on YouTube where I share paper crafting videos, mostly card making. And most of you probably found me through Sheetload of Cards, which is just, I tell you each month how to use one sketch and some pattern paper and make a sheetload of cards. Oh So Inspired Live. What we do here, my sister and I, which we'll talk a little bit more about her in a minute, we get on about every other Saturday and we take one inspiration piece and we make a new project based upon it in some way. Now, this could be almost like we try to copy it as best as we can, or it could be, oh, we like the color combination, whatever we kind of feel inspired by, I guess. Now, starting tonight, I do have something new, but let's go ahead and have Lisa introduce herself before I tell you about that.
Well, I'm the older sister. I've been crafting forever. I feel like since I was a kid. I don't know, Alicia probably feels the same way. Our mom and dad, or mom can sew kind of everything. And dad was real good with chalks. So we've always crafted, started out with cross stitch, and I can't even tell you, I crochet now. Anything I kind of like the idea of, I want to try it. So, but yeah. So this is new though for Alicia and I doing this. Not new, but
what have we been sixth? I think this is our sixth
episode. So you're finding us new if you're here. So
yes,
it's pretty new.
Now, I did have a couple new things. Now, I know that lots of you have wanted Lisa to start back up her channel, and she does have, I think, 3 videos on there now. So all of her links, her Instagram and her YouTube channel, are linked in the description box below. And earlier this week, we met up for a fun crafty day together, and I made a vlog about it. It was great. So that video is also linked below. So I hope you will check that out. I see tons of friends stopping in. I see some channel members, Gladys, Ruth, Lisa's here, of course, CraftyDaze. Nilda, I'm so glad you're here. Oh, Bling Bling Crafter. Thank you so much to my channel members and to everyone for being here.
Hi, Paper Diva.
So again, if you're just coming in and you want to submit a sabotage for tonight's session, at the pinned comment at the top of the chat box, there's a link that you can click on. Now, speaking of the chat box, you will want to make sure that you have that on live chat and not top chat, just so you're getting the newest things that come up. Oh, Paper Diva, I will check that channel link out later. Unfortunately, I can't stop to do it right now. But yeah, if you want, I'll try to do it as soon after this as I can. But if I don't get to it in time, you can search for CraftyDaze, all one word, just like her little picture shows here on.
Now, I'm not perfect videographer like Alicia is, so you know, don't expect all that, but I do have fun. Yeah, you know, and I'm back new to it because what was it, 2 or 3 years ago, I deleted everything on my YouTube and just now getting back to it. So hopefully the videographing part of it will get better, but
awesome. Okay, Paper Diva. Yep, I recognize your other username. All right, welcome to everybody new coming.
Thanks, Jean, for subscribing. I appreciate it.
Aw, thank you. All right, I do have kind of a reveal here.
Since you didn't reveal it last time.
Oh, yes. If you were here last time, I'm talking about my merch and showing you a completely different screen. But today I'm going to try to get it correct. So I will not be wearing my Oh So Inspired apron tonight because my merch came in. I'm going to ruin
now she's going to mess her hair up.
I know.
Or maybe not be able to get out of the apron.
That was supposed to go a lot smoother. But I did have my sample merch come in, and my biggest thing is probably my hashtag card maker, where I have different kinds of cards and then hashtag card maker at the bottom. Now
I love those colors.
Yeah, they're fun, and they even look good on white. I wore my white t-shirt last night during Craft Roulette, and you can find that probably linked in my community tab to see. You don't see a lot of it, but you can see the white one. Let me go ahead. I'm really going to try to share the correct screen.
Yeah, I'll let you know this time that you do. So, and once again, if you guys see me looking off to the right, I'm just trying to read comments. So, and answer questions if I can. So.
Sorry. And I probably look really weird right now trying to find the correct. Here we go. Trying to find
Thanks, Carol, for subscribing.
All right, I'm going to make sure the correct window pops up before I go through and explain about it. Yes. Okay. So here is a look at my merch. I do have it linked in the pinned comment and in the comment box. But the reason I wanted to point this out again tonight is I got an email that at the end of this month, all of the prices are going up. So I already discounted everything that I could. You know, I took some off already. But I wanted to give you a chance. If you want to get in on any, do it now. And if you are here live with us, I do have a special discount code over in that live chat box on the pinned comment to save 10% on your order. I think it's OSI Live 10, all capitals. But if you want to check that out later, that would be great. But I do want to show you a couple other things. I did order the tote bag.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and when I go to the post office, I take it with me. But on the inside is a little pocket as well. So it's nice and big. I carried my laptop down here in it. And I also got like a tank that I worked out in. Unfortunately, it's in the laundry, but I wanted to show you the white one that I wore last night.
Oh, I like that too. I kind of like the black one.
Yeah. Oh, this one is the Tri-Blend, the most softest. It's like wearing butter. It's awesome. So I am definitely an extra large. If things are going to be tight, I'm going to go 2X. And this is an extra large, and you can see it's roomy. So just make sure, wash it cold. I air dry mine. Just pay attention to the sizing and the material. But now we're going to be done with that talk, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the evening. So if you're a channel member, I'm going to give you a few more minutes. I know actually it will probably take too long, but don't forget that Die Cut and Hire can always submit inspiration pieces for us to use. So I usually put that on the community tab and on our blog page, the link to do that. So what I'm going to do every time we go live, you can submit up to 3 inspiration pieces, and any that win, I will remove, but I'm going to keep them all as they come in. So at last check, we had about 18 inspiration pieces and just a couple sabotages since we just went live. Lisa, am I missing any questions?
Not that I've seen. Oh, well, I like Ingrid. Sheet load of cards is a lifesaver. Yeah, if you need a gift for somebody, you guys, it is awesome because I work with a bunch of doctors that aren't from here. And so I like to give them made in Iowa. Alicia made me a printout, you know, happy birthday from Iowa. I can't remember what all she had on it, but I kind of give those to some of the doctors I work with. So.
And it was up a little higher. Roberta Miller says, I'm pointing the wrong way. Roberta, I cannot for the life of me figure out which way to point.
Like on the screen, I'm on your right,
yeah,
or on your right, but to you, I'm on your left. So
I mean, I could be pointing up to point to Lisa.
There, you just pointed at me.
Yeah, see. I know. It's funny. I make fun of myself after watching because I'm like, oh, there's Lisa, and she's not anywhere near there. So I'll give you a couple more minutes to put in a sabotage if you want to, and then we will go pick our inspiration piece and our sabotage. Now, if the sabotage is something like the first time where you have to use your opposite hand, we will do a time limit on that. But if it's like you have to use a certain technique or you have to put this type of item on your card, that will have to be incorporated, but not in like a certain time frame.
Right. Like use an embossing folder or something you haven't used in 5 years. You know, I don't know what I'm going to find for that, but I got some stuff here that I haven't used for a long time, especially like embellishments. So that'll be
all right.
Fun. Anyway, I'm looking at
I know, me too. Let's go ahead and share my screen because I think I
hello, Marianne.
I had something else that I thought I wanted to talk about. Let me go see what is on my screen. Oh, just I did mention earlier, but something new tonight. We would love for you to play along and submit a photo of your creation. So if after tonight you're inspired by whatever is chosen, in the description box below, I have a link to the form that you see on screen here. So you would do your project, take a picture of it, preferably horizontal and well lit, and then you'll submit it here. So you'll give me your YouTube username, your first name. You're going to have to agree to let me use it because my plan is if we get enough, I want to do just like a little video, like, look what this inspired. So I would use your picture in that video and you would need to give me permission. And then here at the bottom, you add file. Now it's probably going to say you have to be logged into your Google account. And you might be like, I don't have a Google account, but if you're here on YouTube leaving comments, you should have one. So you'll add the file and then submit it. And then hopefully we'll have enough that I can do a little video. I just thought that would be kind of fun. And that is actually new to Lisa. I didn't even tell her about it.
Very new to me.
All right. I think let's go ahead and choose our inspiration piece. All right. So we have 18 possible inspirations. So what I do is go to random.org. Type in 1 through 18, and we're going to find out what we're using tonight. Number 14. So we'll go back. We'll go up to 14, and we'll see what we're going to make. Oh, it is June again. June is really so good about putting in inspirations. Whenever I ask up to 3, June is always putting in her 3. So let's see what she has pinned for us. Let's go see what we're using tonight.
Makes me a little nervous, but
all right. Okay.
We can use anything somehow, I think.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Oh,
that's cute. That's going to be a little harder.
Yeah, you know, like Lisa, I know that you've done stuff in this style before,
Mm-hmm.
and you know I have not.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I am so nervous now. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
We're good.
So we're
I may
gonna
have to
look
write
at
this down.
We're gonna look at this a little bit, and I would like you to tell me over in the chat maybe what you would take from it. And I'm gonna think about it and kind of go back and read some messages while we do that together. Lisa, if you want to go off camera, change it over, all that good stuff, then you can come back on when you're ready and on your desktop.
All right.
All right, so I want to keep that up there while I go over. Welcome, Mary of Craft Roulette is here. Sharon sees the watercolors. All right. Yeah, Deborah, I think I have the wrong link to Lisa's channel in the description box. So I will fix that after our video tonight, and I will make sure that you can go and get subscribed to her. I can. Somebody just suggested, oh, let me stop my share, and then I'm going to look really weird here though while I go do this. I'm going to see if I can get her channel pulled up, and we'll get you a link. So I'm still wanting to know what you would take inspiration from the inspiration piece. I know for me, I kind of see that wild background and that bird and the sentiments in little pieces. Getting here. All right, there should be the link to Lisa's channel if you want to go check that out. And let's go ahead and share my screen again so we can look at that piece.
Alicia, you need to talk.
Yeah, I am. Well, I was going to go.
All right. Can you see my? There we go. Good.
Okay, guys, a little technical difficulty. My thing is not popping back up. Oh, there we are. Okay, sorry, I couldn't get back to the Zoom screen.
Looks like there's a shadow. Can you see? Oh, it's the bottle. That's it.
Okay.
All right.
Let me share this real quickly again, Lisa, so they can look at that. So little Tombow markers for watercoloring. The colors is what Honeybee's Stamping Hive sees. Ink blending and stamping. Pretty bird in the background. Yeah, that's what stands out at me the most is that bird in the background. Okay, Lisa, I'm going to stop that share, I think. And
Okay.
I'm going to turn off my camera and mic and let you go big.
Alrighty. Okay, I was just gonna try to get this. Oopsie. Oh no. It just came out of my folder. Okay, sorry about that. We're having lots of technical difficulties. That's what we do. Okay, so I pulled out my VersaFine ink to stamp my bird in. It is for watercolors. And then I got out my gel plate. I think this one's 6 by 6 or 5 inches by 5 inches. I'm gonna use some of my inks here and put them on there and kind of see what background we get. I need to get out my paper. I'll have to cut that here in just a minute for my actual card. I'm gonna try to do it a lot like what is there. That's just kind of how I seem to do every week. But that's Nina Solar White. No, I better grab water. Now this is all kinds of watercolor paper. So This is just my Strathmore, I guess. Get a piece of that out. This one's a little more textured, so I'll probably grab a background stamp that has some wording on it. I just was not sure what I wanted to put in the background with the bird, because it looks like in that picture there's either a stencil they used or something there in that background. So trying to think what else. Hey, I wanted to show you guys too. I made my card for Crafty Roulette or Craft Roulette last night. So I have to still submit that one, but anyway, so I'll start cutting while Alicia is still getting her stuff. That way, just a little bit ahead of her. And I'm going to cut this to 5.5 by 4.25 to fit on my card front, but I may end up trimming it down some. I don't know. I'll probably maybe back it with black on it so it really stands out, but not sure if any of you guys have used these gel plates, but you can use paint on these. You can use, like regular inks or distress oxides, paint. I don't know. I mean, you can just put anything on here. There's all kinds of different things you can use, and a roller ball or speedball roller. Let me see if I can find mine. There it is. And you use this to spread it out on there. So we're going to try to do this. Hopefully it'll turn out neat. I do have more paper just in case it doesn't. So I'll just wait for Alicia because we have to do the sabotage. So I don't want to get started on anything until I know what my sabotage is.
I did forget about that. We will, once I find what I'm going to use, get that picked out.
I think we were trying to forget about it.
Yeah, right.
Love the music notes. Yeah, I need to get something for the background of this. I'll have to kind of search for stuff, but I'll do the base of mine first. So, Alicia, what'd you get?
Well, so I thought I might do, oh goodness, what is it called? A bokeh background technique. So I got out 3 inks and my white ink to do the circles. And I looked through my animal stamps and I can't find any birds quickly. So I thought maybe I would do a butterfly on there.
Oh, yeah.
So I got that. All right, let's though pick the sabotage. Lisa, are you ready for this?
No, I'm never ready for that part. Yeah, Sharon, these are fun for backgrounds. Hopefully I'll do it justice tonight. I do have a bigger one. I pulled that out too, just in case I need it, the gel pad. But I got this one really cheap at Hobby Lobby. They were getting rid of them. So that's always a good thing.
All right, just one last look at well, not a last look, but another look at the inspiration piece here. If you just joined us, we are going to pick our sabotage now. So we'll refresh this to see how many there are. So we have 9 sabotages. So we'll go to random.org once again. Number 3.
I hope I didn't sabotage us myself.
Oh, who is it? Ruby Lily. All right. Something 3D must be added, like puffy stickers, sequins, 3D embellishment, flower brad staple. I'm new to this. I'm not certain if I'm doing this right. Ruby Lily, that is great. Or Mary, I guess.
That's perfect.
That is great. Yeah. All right.
Perfect.
So just something 3D. And she's actually very generous, I think, with her explanation of 3D. So
yeah. Yeah.
Because I can definitely add some sequins in here.
All right. Are we? I guess so. That's not a time thing either. That's great.
Nope.
So
yeah, we just have to add it.
All right. You let me know when you're ready, or
I'm going for it, Lisa.
all right. Let's just get started.
All right.
Now, what I'm going to do is lay some ink down on this gel pad. You can do this any way you guys want. So don't you're not limited by anything except like your imagination with this, because you can do anything.
And what I pulled out from my stash, besides the inks, I have some homemade masks. So this area, well, yeah, I'm just going to mask off this area in the center and do my blending there and my bokeh effect. But what I've done is I cut corners so I know where to line up my piece of paper so it is centered on there.
And Alicia, what's a bokeh effect? Because I have no idea. I've never heard that.
Okay, yeah, so it's when you kind of just do globs of color for the background, and then I will come in with my homemade circle stencil and just put areas of white ink. Like,
oh, okay. I think I know. You did that one other time, right?
Yes, and I think I used the wrong inks. I think that thing is still probably drying.
Okay. So I've put my color down. I've sprayed it with water. I'm going to put my watercolor paper on it, and I'm just going to smush it around on here a little bit and pick up some color. And if you don't like what you get, you can kind of take a paper towel, like some of those blobby areas I don't like. So I'm just going to take a paper towel and run over it. And honestly, except for that spot right there and maybe there, I like that. Alicia, do you have us on gallery? Oh yeah, I guess I can see me. I can only see you. Let me see. There, I can. Okay, I got it. And I'm going to add a little extra water to make it.
Hello, Bitty Penny. Thank you for coming. Once we get a little bit farther, I will revisit the inspiration piece, but I'm going, oh, and look at that. I have my red brush in my yellow ink.
That happens. Alicia, while you're explaining yours, I'm going to go look for one more stamp because I want to do some stuff in the background with this. So
right now I've just put, this is Strathmore Bristol Smooth. I've put that on my mask. And I'm going to do my little blobs of color now. If you're just arriving, I'm going to do a bokeh effect in the center of my card front. And I'm going to use the correct brush. So I'm going to start with the lighter color and just put blobs and work around so I fill the paper. I usually try to go in a triangle for the first color area. So I have one down here, one on the side, and then up here at the top. Now this
and
is,
I'm just going to add circles to mine in just random areas. That's like a mixed media.
Yeah,
isn't it? All right, there's that one. If you guys have any suggestions or anything else you want to see, you just let us know. We try to be as cordial as possible. Okay, and I kind of want, I might do another color. How about some orange? Just, we don't want just one color on there, do we? I will probably stamp my birds on another piece of watercolor paper so I can color those. All right, I think I'm going to stop with that sheet of paper. Yours is looking good, Alicia.
Well, now I'm worried about my red because these colors are so faint, and you know, reds are always pretty extreme.
Yeah.
So I have to go back in and do
a light touch.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we know what happened. So the other day we went to that Tailored Express. Well, I just ruined it if you haven't watched the video yet, but we met at Tailored Expressions. And one thing we had to do was ink blending, which you would think that neither of us had crafted before the way we were acting. But after I'd already gotten started, and I'm a pretty heavy hand with blending, the nice lady who was kind of leading the make and take, she's like, I blended pretty lightly. And I'm like, well, I've already committed. Okay.
Oh, that's funny. And you guys, with this gel pad, all you have to do, well, it looks like it's going to be stained. I was going to say, all you have to do is just wipe it off, but those dye inks stained it. But I'll show you, nothing will come off, I don't think, unless maybe a little see if I can.
Biddy Penny, I just saw your question. Yes, we've already picked the sabotage, and it's actually pretty friendly. Ruby.
Yeah, you guys are being really nice.
Yeah, Ruby Lily, who is Mary, just said we have to use a 3D item on our card, and she was very generous with what that could entail. So,
yes, and we appreciate that.
yeah.
And I'm going to use this bird from Stampendous. And that's the 3. That's the set. Let's see. Spring Tweets die set. So.
Once I kind of finish with my blending here, I will go back to and reshare that inspiration piece for our new arrivees. Now, also, if you're just arriving, I do have a special discount code for merch for the next week pinned in the comment section, because I got an email from the people who do my merch that at the end of August, the prices are going up. And I'm also wearing one of my shirts, so later I'll show you that again.
I better do a nest also underneath.
It's going to be a very faint bokeh.
I'm trying to watch. Alicia and I talk about our lives and how we talk to each other and we never really know what the other one's saying. And then we go back and watch it to actually see what the other person's done. So
while that is drying a little bit, we'll take a look at the inspiration piece again. So here is what our inspiration piece is for everybody who is coming in. Yeah, right, Biddy Penny. We are pretty kind. I'm so glad that the sabotages are friendly. So here's what I'm just going to try to do, a bokeh effect in the background and use a butterfly, because apparently I have no birds.
Apparently you what?
Apparently I have no bird stamps, or I can't find them quickly.
Oh, okay. I kind of knew I had a set, so all right. Now I got to pick out
my face cam just so you can see my shirt real quick that I shared. So here is one of the shirts from my merch store. It's different kinds of cards and then hashtag card maker. So again, you have that discount for a week. Okay.
And I put my Alt's new ink cubes out there so you can see the names if you like those bright colors. Or now I'm gonna on my mat here, I'm gonna just put down some light sea breeze.
I'm gonna come in with my homemade bokeh stencil. It's just a piece of thick frosted vinyl, kind of with 3 size holes, and I'm just going to blend some white ink. This is close to my heart. I've had this for probably 10 years. Oh, if you're here and you're enjoying, we would appreciate a thumbs up as always.
And I'm just coloring my bird in, making my own watercolor basically out of those dye inks.
Okay, you know what? I see I'm getting ink on my ink pad, so I'm going to hit this with my heat tool really quickly and try to dry it a little bit.
All right, and I better look. I'm just making. I kind of, Biddy Penny, I kind of would like a bad sabotage. I'm one of those people that like to see, I don't mean like a mean one, but you know, something that really, you know, like our only using one hand. That was pretty rough, but I really enjoyed that. So
she did. She actually kept doing it even after we stopped.
I just had a really good time with that. So
thank you,
I'm
Sharon.
not like,
I'm always a little nervous
like
getting
mean,
started.
I'm just trying to look at that. Thanks, Sharon.
Let me know in the chat if you've ever done the bokeh effect. I am pretty new to it. I've tried it once before, and like I just said, it's probably still drying somewhere because I used the wrong inks.
What ink did you use?
I used
Again?
all distress inks, and they would not dry for the life of me.
Like distress oxide?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, I say I can see that for sure. All right. Next, I'm using Pinkalicious for the little cheeks, and I'll use some of that Snapdragon for the beak. Good thing I have paper down here today. Well, it's a little darker than I wanted, but maybe I can. That cheek kind of looks green on the. My bird looks a little green on here, but it really is a blue, a pale blue. And I'm not worried. I got a little under the line. I'm going to cut that out. So I'm not real worried about going outside the lines on this. So I'm going to pop mine up for our sabotage. So I think that'll work for that.
I'm just going to start tapping my ink because it's still getting a lot of ink on my pad.
Add some orange in here. I kind of like a few colors. I think that.
So has nobody in the chat done bokeh effect? I was hoping I had some.
I'm gonna have to try that. I'd never even heard of it before. I knew I heard you say you did it, but I hadn't seen it. Well, I hadn't seen it before that, I should say. So
yeah, this might be better for one of like those sponge things and not a brush. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. You know, one of those like Tim Holtz sponge like handles with
yeah, a blender type.
Yeah. Sharon, hopefully after I take off the masks and the stencil, you'll see where the white is on it. It's a little hard to see right now, and it's kind of a faint effect, especially since my background is already almost pastel. I didn't do very dark colors.
Sorry, I'm kind of noisy. I'm looking for a brown. All right. I'm going to get out early espresso from Stampendous. I didn't like my other browns, so.
Biddy Penny, do you mean you use like bokeh effect paper? That would be a great idea. That's how I do alcohol ink usually.
All right, let's see if we can, that's better.
Okay, I should have used the dauber completely. Yeah, I realized my error too late.
You can work with it though, can't you?
We're gonna make it work.
I really want to watch it as I'm doing mine, but it's too hard.
Yeah, I've hardly seen your card. It's okay.
I know. All right, I'm gonna grab out my gel pen. I'm gonna make that eye white right there in the middle. I like that. I might even do some white here on just to highlight this nest a little bit, give it some dimension. Okay. Let that dry a little bit. Maybe I'll just cut the bird out.
Oh, that's a great idea, Linda. Linda said I should have just put my ink on my craft mat and picked it up from there. See,
oh yeah.
That's why we like to do this live, because then we can get great feedback. I'm a little late now to start, but luckily I do have a backup white ink pad. So I ruined this one too badly.
Oh, you ruined your whole ink pad?
No, I don't. I mean,
I think you can maybe wipe it off. I don't know for sure. And I'm just fussy cutting my bird out. So I'm trying to cut right on the line so that it's outlined. But you guys know, if you ever accidentally cut into it, all you do is take a little black marker and just go next to that, and it will look just perfect. I keep looking over to see if I'm in screen when I do the fussy cutting.
Oh,
Because my fussing cutting leaves a lot to be desired, but I like easy images like that umbrella one I did.
Oh, shit. Okay. So I mentioned that Lisa started her YouTube channel back up, and I do have it linked in the chat, but I will fix the link in the description box later. But she did a video earlier this week, and in it, this girl was kind of dressed in a polka dot dress. And she's like, oh, if the dress was brown, it would be like Julia Roberts from Pretty Woman. Well, I have a funny story about Pretty Woman. Let me know in the chat if you want to hear it, and I will share.
Okay, I want to hear. Well, I know it, and I think it's hilarious. So nothing bad, but very funny.
I was young for some reason when I watched it for the first time. I don't know who was letting me watch it, but I was the fourth child. So
you kind of got to do a lot of things you probably shouldn't, right?
Yeah, but I didn't do too much.
No, you were a good kid. You're still a good kid.
Thanks. Now, Lisa, I didn't tell you today, but I had someone ask who was the older one of us after watching our road trip video.
Thanks. I'm like 9 years older than her. So.
Yeah. Gladys
Appreciate
wants to
that.
hear my story. Hi, Gladys.
Of course.
All right. So we grew up in a little town, like with the college students, there was like 10,000 people in our town. And after I watched Pretty Woman, like when she goes in to the Rodeo Drive store and, they won't serve her. And then she comes back like the next day and she said something to them, I hope you don't work, whatever, and big mistake. Well, I don't know how old I was, maybe 12-year-old ears heard Gonka mission, like rhymes with Tonka and then the word mission. So I hope you don't work Gonka mission. Well, I don't know why I picked Lisa, but I'm like, what is Gonka mission? Yeah, nobody in our town worked on commission. So just a little chuckle from when I was little. You know how we hear things and if you don't know what they are. So I use Gonka mission all the time.
Do you work Gonka mission?
Yeah.
I just thought it was hilarious though. Because that's really truly, it does sound like that if you go back and watch it. And you didn't know the difference between on commission or.
Yeah, I had no idea. I never heard of that. And she was big time. She worked at the local drug town, the drugstore. So she had to know everything. And that's why I asked her.
I guess. I was 9 years older, so.
All right. I'm going to do my reveal of my bokeh. Again, probably not the best bokeh ever, but I got it done. So like I say, I masked it off. And here it is. So mine's really pale, but I just it's kind of like a flashing light effect on a background. So I'm going to set this to the side to dry while I work on whatever I'm going to do next, because honestly, I don't know.
I'm looking for a thick black marker right now myself. I think I'll just use gray. I'm going to go along the edges of this because you can see a lot of white. So I'm just going to, not perfect, but just go along the edges of it. I don't know if you can see what that does, but it's white right there. And then it kind of covers that up a little bit, but I find myself talking really quietly when
I always think I'm screaming, so.
I worry I am too loud, so I'm.
I can't find my white scraps. Here they are.
All right.
I'm just going to stamp one of these outline butterflies, color it in with the coloring stamp, and probably just fussy cut this and pop it up off the card. And then I still don't know yet on my sentiment.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do.
I don't have to fussy cut it. I have the dies. All right. I would like to know, I'm going to do the outline in black. What color should I color my butterfly in with? I was going to do one of the colors I did in the background. So here are my options. So the outline will be black. What color do you think I should color the butterfly in with? Red, orange, or yellow? And should I do like a stamp off? But none of these seem to be very dark.
Yeah, your card's on the paler side, so that
Mm.
I'd almost not stamp off, but that's just me. I'm looking for my 3D stuff, so.
What color should I use? Yeah, I've got to remember 3D.
I think I'm gonna find a background stamp to do something a little darker on it. Do you think mine's too bright? I don't know, everybody.
No.
Is that
Oh,
gonna
no.
be too bright?
I finally got to look at it. It's looking super cute.
I almost think it's too bright. You don't think I need something darker on it?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
All right. I've seen a couple reds and a green. I could try a green. I don't have one out, but I do have greens. Look right here. All right. I'll stamp a couple. I'll do red and green.
I'm gonna put a branch on here to break some of that up. Oh, I guess you have to have it on the block the right direction, huh? And I did that in black. I think I might stamp that in brown.
Now, another thing I wanted to talk about, if you didn't see it last night, I was on Craft Roulette and I was with Mary, who was on here. I don't know if she's still here. And artist Percy Robb and Jama Mommy, and we all got together. And this is the card I made. You can find a link to the Craft Roulette episode on my community tab. I would love for you to go check it out. It's always a good time.
I made a card. I kind of showed mine already, but this is mine for the Craft Roulette. So hopefully you can see that okay. I did use some gel pen right in the middle to brighten it up, and then some dots to break up the white there. So
all right. Does anybody good? Mary's still here. Yes. So I hope you will check out our episode, watch that, leave us all some love. It was a good time. And does anybody, what was I going to ask? I had a question. Oh, does anybody need to see the inspiration piece again?
And is anybody crafting with us?
Oh, yes. Oh, and if you came in late, I have a Google form that if you do play along, you can enter your picture, but we'll go over that again at the end. I'll show you how to do that. It's super easy.
Okay, so I popped my nest up. I'm trying to decide. I think I'm gonna pop the top of the bird up and glue down the bottom. So and then I have to find something to put on here for words. So
yeah, Biddy Penny, she probably has a little Craft Roulette hangover. I don't mind her in the back with the sunglasses. Right, let's see.
I had fun watching it last night. I don't watch the one gal as much. I'm gonna have to go find hers.
Jama.
Yeah. I haven't Ardith, I watch hers.
Yeah.
I kind of wait for hers to come out. So every week. So
all right, so there's the green, and then we'll do a red. Oh, why did I take that off there? I just need to clean it. Then we'll do a red version.
I'm gonna mute myself so I can find some sentiments. So
this is gonna be bright, I think, guys. I am gonna do one stamp off of this, I think. Trying to center this without getting my head in the camera. That's pretty bright. Hello, Cheryl. Thank you for being here. All right. So here are my three options. I have the green, we'll call this the solid red, and the stamp off. Which one should I die cut to go on my card?
I like the lighter pink just so you know.
Okay.
And I'm going to use You Are Amazing from this Gina Case set, and it is called Little Cutie.
Jama does have a channel, Roberta. If you go to craftroulette.live, they have a whole section about the guests that have all their links. So you can go there and check it out and get subscribed to her channel.
Yes, I always love what they all come up with. They're so neat.
And if you just want to search for her here on YouTube, it's Jayma and then Malme, I think. Ooh, I'm getting a lot of, okay, I see. Stamp off, lighter pink, solid red, stamp off. Lisa, you said stamp off.
I said the lighter, yeah. The other one looks so bright, but I mean,
yeah, that red. Look at the difference between using it with a blending brush.
Yeah,
actually,
it's definitely. Oh, I think I'll put that up here. When I'm not using my stamping positioner, I have to make sure I get a good stamp the first time. Oh yeah, I like that.
Thank you, Cheryl, for liking my bokeh background, if that's the one you're talking about. That's only my second attempt at bokeh.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to try that. I'm sure I said it twice on here.
I just need to make sure I let it dry. Like I did the same thing last time too.
I think I'm going to blend around the edges of that of mine to just kind of bring it down a little bit. I don't know if I need to or not, but let's see what color. I might even do that blue just to kind of, I don't feel like the edges are quite done. So, oops, I better get a blue blender, huh? Yeah, let's try this.
I'm going to go ahead and cut the red one just because, just in case.
In case you like it in the end.
Yeah, or maybe once we see it cut out, we'll like it. Because I mean, I think, was that bird kind of bold? Let's go back and look at that.
The bird was, yeah, it wasn't like pale,
but you know, my background is pale, and that whole card is pretty bright and bold.
Right. Yeah. Oops, I'm gonna run my bird tail.
So tonight's inspiration piece was submitted by Created to Bless, who is June. And she is always submitting her 3 options every time. So she's actually gotten one picked both times.
Yeah.
If you are a channel member who is die cut or paper trimmer, then I give you links where you can submit up to 3 inspiration pieces for each episode that we do. And we keep them from episode to episode. We just get rid of any that we've already chosen. So if you're ever looking for that link, it's always on my community tab or on our special blog page. And if you want to know more about channel membership, there is always a link in the description box. Ooh, Roberta, all 3 butterflies. Now I just put everything away.
And I'm just going to cut a little bit off of mine because I want to back it in black, I think.
Ooh, Hilda's got us on the big screen. I like to do that too. If I can.
So I'm actually on TV for the first time ever.
We're on TV. So marry something like that where they're offset.
Okay. Let's get this.
Oh goodness, this
Ink's back up. All right, now I'm gonna wipe that area off again. Otherwise, I'll have color everywhere.
I'm gonna go ahead and go for the red one. I'm gonna go bold. I'm gonna do it. Maybe I'll use that other one on the inside.
looking for a scrap of black that'll fit around that because I always have stuff cut up.
Now for my sentiment on the original one, the sentiment was in strips. And if you watched my video today, you'll know that I came home from our little trip with lots of extra sentiments. So since these are already done, I'm going to pick some out from here.
Yeah, I think I need a matted black background. Don't you guys think? I think white's gonna.
No. You cannot go down there. No. Okay, so
Kitty.
So this is Aspen. Aspen is usually not the one who shows up, but she decided to come down. And Aspen now is going to have a bokeh tummy. Aspen.
Well, isn't Aspen the one that was down earlier? And she was like, she rubbed on Alicia's card. It was so cute.
I will take her off in a second, but I got to show her a little bit of love now. If you are allergic to cat and when we lottery these cards off later, you might want to let me know and don't pick mine. Gosh. Ooh, Mary.
We don't want to kill anybody off. Oh, and speaking of that, I'm not sure if the two ladies from your group are on tonight. I do have the twine ready to go out. I just have to go down to the post office and figure out what the cost is to mail, and then they'll be in the mail for you. So,
all right.
That was something I offered to a couple of the ladies in Alicia's group. She does a live craft time with them. Have you ever told them about that? That's one of the perks.
One of the perks of the same membership that you can input here is every month we have a live Zoom session. And I know that Nilda was there last time and we had a blast together. So again, if you want to consider it, links in the description box. But as always, you just watching my videos is much appreciated. I don't know yet.
Watching us make a mess of stuff too on ours. I think I'm gonna do white gems on mine
for your 3D.
Yeah, no, I've already popped up the bird, but I thought I'd do more than just one 3D. You know me, I have to go overboard. So, but I think this needs some white on it. So we'll just, and these are from Honeybee Stamps. I just had gotten a bunch of different ones that I had never, but I thought were really pretty. They're very blingy, except for these white ones. So,
all right. So, Craft Roulette / Mary suggested spread splatters, and I am totally going to do that around where my butterfly is going. I love that idea.
I think I'm going to do white splatters. Yeah.
Oh, good idea. This is a stick stamp that Lisa gave me, and it's just how I like to splatter, just because they're faux splatters.
Okay. And then for my white, I use this Dr. Phil Martin's, I don't know, PH Martin's. I'm just going to do a few white splatters if I can do it right. I'll probably mess up my whole card now, but I just put a little down there. And I get a paintbrush, wherever it went. There it is. Get a little water and add to it. And then I just kind of, and then I got my paper in it. That's how I usually do it. All right.
Sharon, I can zoom in a little bit. Lisa, they'd like you to hold your card closer to the camera. Try to get some more light on it there.
Hopefully I'll get my screen on here, so make sure it's a good. Those are those little white beads. And then I think you can see the white flecks that I put on there to just kind of break the color up. But I think that's it for mine.
Are you done again already?
Yeah,
I'm always finishing ahead of time, or ahead of me, not ahead of time.
How close are you though?
I mean, like I have to pop up my butterfly. I have to pop up my sentiments. and put my, I'm gonna, yeah, put some gems or something on there. So, I mean, I'm close.
All right. So I'll just do something while
All right.
we're waiting on you.
Yeah, like always.
I'm kidding.
You can.
Oh, maybe I can find that. I was gonna show everybody that pine tree or that wreath that I made.
You hopefully you haven't lost that again.
I probably have. I think I know where it's at, but I gotta throw my junk here so I can move it.
Oh, hello, Noreen. Thank you so much for being here and staying up so late to be here. That is awesome.
Well, yeah, good luck finding that again. You'd think I'd have kept it out, but let's see. Oh well. Oh well, oh well. This is what our last Sunday with our mom. This is the card I made. Just be cub, I love you. I really love this one. I thought it turned out really cute. So
hers was super cute. Mine turned out not super cute.
Yours did too. Okay, but I will set my card there. I don't know. Is there any questions I can answer for anybody?
Yeah, maybe you could, like, Lisa could do a little Q&A. You could, like, find out all about her.
Yeah. Yay. Thanks, Biddy Penny. I hope it's both cards, but I liked, yeah, I thought that turned out cute if it's that one. So my Copics, I'm not great with Copics, but I sure do like to color with them. So okay, let me grab my chair and all. I've been standing the whole time, you know. I'm old, I can't do that. Yes, a question and answer. Okay, Nilda.
What you got for us, Nilda?
Are those sentiment strips pre-made, Alicia?
Yes, they are. These were leftovers from Lisa and I's little crafty road trip earlier this week. I brought those home.
It was so much fun. You'll see when we get to the lunch part, we're just gonna do a few, you know, spoilers. You'll see us hold up these little paper bags that they put the silverware in at this Main Street bakery and deli or whatever it was called. And so we're saying to the camera, well, we can make something with this, you know, because you can make something out of anything basically. So, but
Roberta wants to know about your channel and what cards you like to make.
Oh gosh, I like to make all cards, honestly. I like to do a lot of coloring. I like to stencil, like stenciling cards are one of my favorite. To use that Penguin Palace stencil 360. And then let's see, if you don't have a gel plate, what else could you use? Honestly, if you don't have a gel plate, you could use like a glass mat and you just, here, we'll see. I've got a scrap of, this is watercolor paper. And if you're ever going to do anything with water, you definitely want watercolor paper because the other paper will just warp and it doesn't look as good. But all you have to do is just put your color down here in a few places. We'll just kind of do some playing here with what inks I have out.
I did just see that June came on. June, look at what our inspiration piece was. Let me share this, Lisa.
Okay.
June, do you recognize that inspiration piece? I said you're one of our best, like, inspiration submitters. Every time we can count on you. Thank you so much.
All right. And then I sprayed my desk where the ink is. And then you just lay this down on it. And you just kind of got to smush it on there a little bit. Now, like I said, you want your paper towel ready. And see how that kind of came out a rainbow. It's kind of pretty actually,
Wow.
but there's not a lot on that other side there. So you just kind of
That looks
smudge
really
it.
neat, Lisa.
Yeah. But that way you don't have to have that gel plate, but that gel plate does keep stuff, I think, wet longer maybe. But, and you can do a lot of stuff right there on it, but I need to find my grab the paper towels again. Can't reach them. I moved them.
Oh, no. I need some gems.
And then also if you don't like the way that looks, you just, your actual card, you can just clean up your spot and wet down your watercolor paper and just let it kind of run around on there a little bit to kind of mix. You don't want it to get like brown and ugly, the mix, but let it mix a little bit and then you just dab it off. And you can, you know, you just keep playing with it until you get it how you like it. Now I can't pick it up because it's so wet. But yeah, you can use a glass mat. You could, you know, if you didn't have a glass mat, use one of some of those plates that have the paper plates that have that like waxy finish on top that keeps stuff wet. Anything that will keep stuff wet. They also have palettes, paint palettes at Hobby Lobby. That's actually like waxed paper that you can put stuff on. I would think that would work. So what, I have a question. This is Nilda. Do you both, what particular colored pencils do you both use? I just yesterday picked up for the first time pack of Prisma. Yeah, I use Prisma most of the time.
I had Prismacolor, and when we moved from Kansas to here, they had to sit in a garage storage for a long time, and I brought them in and they were just falling apart. So I am not a huge colorist, so I just have Arteza colored pencils, and again, they work for me for what I need. But here is a look at my card. It is finished. I thought all the sentiment
went together. Turned out cute.
Thanks.
Yes, Alessandra, you can use anything plastic that'll hold the paint on, or you know, the paint, the ink, the whatever on top of it. Bitty Penny's going to Padre next weekend.
Fun. All right, I think Lisa, do you want to put yours back on or like hold it up to the screen? We'll get a little here. They both are. And then I'll show you that inspiration piece one more time before we finish. And then Lisa, if you want to move your camera up and get ready now.
Okay.
So here once again was our inspiration. And thank you to June June, you'll have to rewatch it back because I got scared because this is not my style, but I had so much fun kind of stepping out of my comfort zone and giving it a try. So I'm going to get back up to my, and if you came in late, I do have my new merch shirt on. Discount code is in the linked pin. Sorry, the pinned comment in the chat box. Now, if you came in late, starting this week, we would love to see what you create based upon that same inspiration piece. And if I get enough in, which I'll give you until like next Sunday, if I get enough in, then I'll make a little submissions video to put on my channel and I'll share your card and like the inspiration piece. But let's go ahead and look at that form one more time. It is linked in the description box if you want to play along, and it will take you to this form. No, not that form. This form right here. So you can read through this stuff at the top and you'll give me your YouTube username, your first name, and then do you agree to let me use it in a video? And then you'll add your file here at the bottom. Now, if you're going to do this, which we really hope you will, best photos are going to be horizontal or landscape, and just, you know, make sure they're well lit just so they appear on the video. Okay. Sound good, Lisa?
Sounds good. I was
All
just
right.
typing back. They said our cards are so good. I'm like, thank you.
We always have such a good time with you guys.
Yes. It's actually it's amazing what each of us does. We go back and watch it and we laugh at ourselves probably
I do.
more than anything, but
I do rewatch these pretty like usually when I'm kind of, getting ready for bed after we do it. And I just have so much fun. And I finally get to kind of see what Lisa's doing because of course I can't watch it during the time.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
Yeah, Nilda, I'm usually the one who's taking longer, but what time is it? I think we're actually a little early tonight. We usually don't get done till like 8. So hey.
Well, it's usually I thought it was a quarter till and then you talk, but
okay. Well,
I don't know.
Yeah. It seems like no matter the difficulty level of the card, we're finishing about the same time.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird that we do that though.
Aspen nicely came in late in her bed now instead of on my work surface.
The bed looks too small for her.
Hey, you calling her big?
Well, maybe chubby.
So we'll go ahead and what we don't call it a raffle, right? What do we call it? Just a drawing?
A drawing. Yeah, we're just going to draw. If you want in the drawing, if you want our card.
Oh, yes, that is right.
You don't have to.
If everybody, okay, so what we'll do is we'll pick 2 commenters and we will send them the card we made tonight and just like a fun little gift. But what I need you to do is in the chat, I need you to just stop for a minute because what's going to happen is I will put in a comment from me that says, okay, let me know if you want in the drawing. And then after that, you just say yes one time. Don't put in a whole lot. And then I'll draw from there. So
and Alicia's, you'll get to choose, right? I think we let them choose which one they.
Yes, you can choose. But again, my cat sat on mine. If you're allergic to cats, probably wouldn't go with my card. So everybody stop chatting. I got to give you about 15 seconds though for it to catch up here. Then
hold on, Sharon, and do it again here in just a second.
Yeah. All right.
Who here thinks I need to clean this up so it looks nicer behind me? I always think like this looks like such a mess. However, I know where everything's at back there. So.
All right. I have just put in my comment. So if you do want to be entered into
Night Grandma Gay
for the cards, now you'll put in just one yes. Okay. And my other cat has came down here now, and I know she's going to get jealous and one up here too. And that's the one that likes to expose herself. If you have never seen that episode of Craft Roulette, that is the most hilarious thing ever. You see way too much of my kitty cat. I'll have to see if I can remember which episode that is and link that in the description box later. Mary, if you know, let me know what number.
It was funny.
Right.
I feel like I should be picking up, but I'm just going to sit here.
Yeah. And again, you can see what my area looked like before, and now it's just a disaster. Okay. So, yeah, again, just one yes, please. And then once it slows down, then I'll do the drawing.
Hey, and if any of you guys have a channel that you craft on your channel, if you go back to this video, put it on there because I like to go to new places and look at stuff. So.
All right, it is slowing down. So I'll give you about 5 more seconds if you want to be entered into the drawing, and we'll do the drawing. And then that first person chooses whose card they want. And don't worry, neither of us gets offended if ours is not the one that you chose.
And if you don't want that one, when we queue, we'll pick another person. It's fine.
Okay.
Actually, I just like sending the cards out. I think I don't write in mine, so you guys can write.
Yeah, we leave a blank if you want to use them. Now we do. I didn't do that at first, but now I do.
I do.
Okay, let's go ahead. Now, again, this is not a perfect science what I do here. It is actually not silly. But okay, so that's a nice pause face. Let me move that a little bit. Okay. So,
I'm not sure that's any better, Alicia.
Okay, so we're going to stop now. What I do is I close my eyes and I scroll up and down, and whoever is at the top of my screen, which I need to turn this on live chat. Sorry. Let me play this a little bit. Okay. So I do that. And then I just scroll up and down with my eyes closed and stop. And again, who's ever at the top of my screen that I can see. All right. Are we ready? Lisa, you got to tell me if it's actually scrolling and if I go too far. Okay.
Yeah, it's scrolling. Well, it's stopped now.
Is it scrolling?
Not now. Oh, now it is. Oh, go down further.
Am I going down?
Yeah.
Here.
Keep going.
Gladys. Gladys, if you want to let us know which one you want. You want Lisa's or mine?
And it's fine if you want Alicia's. I understand.
Now I got to look at the other one. Yes, Rachel, sorry you missed us, but yeah, you can always watch the replay. Now the live chat doesn't come on for a little bit. You might want to wait until tomorrow if you actually want to watch the chat. All right. So Gladys, if you're still here, let us know which card you want. Or did I go up too high?
No, I don't know. I thought you
down.
Okay.
Okay, so Mary says it's Craft Roulette number 49. Later, I will link that in the description box, and you have to watch for my cat. I about died. And then, oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. And then Mary, I hope I don't fall. Oh, Mary sent
it all comes tumbling down.
I know. Then Mary sent me some art. And it was personalized for the occasion.
Lisa, yay, I'm here. Does that mean
she wants yours? So here is me dressed as a Hamilton character because you know I love Hamilton, and there is my cat with his her bum jewel in. That's going to give you a little taste of what you get to see. And again, here's a weird face. All right, so I will put Gladys down for Lisa's.
The talk to the butt episode, Rachel said.
Yeah, Rachel. Good one. All right. Now I'm going to pick the second winner. And again, second winner, I will I don't see any cat hairs on here. I'll check it out. But again, if you're allergic to cats, you might want to let me know. All right, Lisa, I'm going to start scrolling. Okay.
Okay.
Am I going? I got to just make sure.
Now your whole screen's moving. There you go.
Goodness. Hold on. Okay. Let me get
down. You need to go lower though, for sure. Yeah.
Yes. I got okay.
And now go back up.
Stop. Oh. Okay. Yep. Nilda! Oh my goodness. All right. Oh, let me know. Let me know, Nilda, if you're good with a possible cat hair on your card.
I can't believe they're both down there now, right?
Because now Lyndon, if you can't hear her, she's the really vocal one. Yeah. She is letting us know that she's here. Yeah. So Nilda, let me know if you can have a card with a possible kitty hair on it. If not, I will do another drawing. I'm trying to think if I need to tell them anything else. Again, please watch our crafty road trip vlog. After the show, I will update Lisa's link in the description box. Apparently it's wrong, but she has been putting YouTube videos on there again. So you'll want to go check that out and get.
And they're, like I said, they're very low key. They're like not perfect like Alicia's videos. I'll get to that point maybe, but I do shorter videos just so, you know.
Okay, so Nilda has said that yes, she would like my card. Now, I know that I have Gladys's address in my channel member information. Nilda, I cannot remember if you've submitted your information. If you haven't yet sent me your address, if you'll email it to me just in the email box in the description, okay? And we will get these out hopefully this week, if not this week, next. Sometimes I take a little bit.
One of the gals said they thought a cat was outside their house. That's
my kitties. So one of them is laying up here. She made the appearance on my desk earlier. Oh, and Lyndon wants to see everyone. Oh yes, she's purring now. All right.
That's funny.
So we usually do this every couple Saturdays. And when we set the time, I do always put up a live video here that you can go set a reminder on if you want to join us. And we would love to have you keep coming back. If you can, before you leave, if you'll hit that thumbs up, right, Lyndon? Hit the thumbs up. That would be appreciated. If you came in late, we would love for you to watch the replay until you came in. Let us know if you have any last questions before we go.
Thanks, Crafty Eileen. Or if you guys want to see something, you know, don't forget in the sabotage.
Yep.
If you want to see dry embossing, if you want to see whatever, that can be a sabotage. So
yes, so anybody who watches live with us can submit a sabotage. It is just the channel members get to submit possible inspirations. So yeah, June, thank you. Don't tell Aspen, but she is a little cutie. I do like, yeah. Lyndon is my pretty one.
I think I'll take her cat hair anytime. Thanks, Denise. Thank you guys so much. Are we going to show our cards one more time?
Oh, yes, we probably should. Lyndon's going to have to get down. All right. All right. So,
if you can find it, because I always set my stuff.
Well, I have to know where I'm putting it at.
There we go.
All right. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. And we will see you in a couple weeks. Bye-bye.
Check it out. Bye.